het is. Oké. Joas, kom naar de
Thijs,
race aan de
invite Aiden nu meteen.
Nee, Frankrijk. Ja, Imola ligt onder water. Ik ging met Daan zwemmen en we deden Imola in het zwembad.
Oliver's in! He's in!
Joas, ik ging zwemmen met Daan. En ik ging zo met mijn handen naar voren naar de bodem en ik ging rijden over de bodem om met de stroomversnelling.
Oh, someone disconnected.
We deden
Fabian.
F1 Imola.
Fabian disconnected. He's in!
Nee.
Alistair moet even naar Ferrari. Alistair go to Ferrari.
I'm a commentator.
Yeah, no, Alistair was kind of done with the sea.
Fuck this shit. I'm not gonna race this fucking Ty's gonna beat you by 20 seconds every fucking race.
Aiden drives for Ferrari now for the remainder of the season. Thijs, invite him, or you're like with.
I'll invite him.
Why isn't Alistair driving?
Because he's a little bit done with Brett, although and he's now already commentated.
Well, Brett, it's just the fact it's Brett, yeah, Brett's part of it, but like Ty's just gonna win anyway, so what's the point? Oh shit, Max doing. Hello.
Max,
Hello,
you
Max.
racing as
Hi,
well?
Max.
What, where?
France.
Sure, when's the race start?
Like
No.
right now, when Fabian joins, Aiden's
We haven't
in.
done qualifying yet.
Okay, I'll join you.
We've got loads of people.
Yeah,
Oh shit, he's in a fucking. That's so weird to look at.
What?
Fucking Aiden in a Ferrari. Oh. Why'd you say Ferrari, mate?
There's not no. There's another race third.
That's incorrect. But did I fall asleep last
Why are
time?
you spectating?
Joas, hoe lang duurt het seizoen?
No,
nog?
guys, don't ready up.
Sleep on left room.
They're ready up, guys.
Yeah,
I just
no.
reset it.
You
Everyone's
joined,
ready.
fuck's sake.
Laten we zo even...
I was just trying to see if you were being quiet, or like if you mic had muted or something, but you weren't moving. So.
No. Did you find me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because name tag's probably on.
Oh, wait, what's it?
En wij kunnen nu met z'n
Jullie
vijven
hebben
gaan
nooit
toeren.
dezelfde smaak.
Hey guys, we're with everyone. Jongens, we kunnen met z'n allen gaan toeren en crashen rond de
Alleen
map
dat.
nu, want ik heb ook de trofee tracks
Auto's en
gekocht.
GTA.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ready up, ready up. Max, ready up.
Joas, ik maak wel even SharePlay voor je.
And Max likes men as well, 'cause like me.
Okay, so we are racing with 9 people.
And none of them are Brett, and that makes you very happy.
Dan sta ik in ieder geval aan, Joas.
Please don't make me redo this all again. It's saying the loading screen.
Ja, ik zet hem liever gelijk.
Oh my god, Alistair, have fun commentating this race.
Shit! Dan, maybe drop my remote on the fucking bed.
Oh my god. No,
Het is Alistair.
Oh yeah, thanks.
like
two races
since
ago.
yeah.
Is it because of that?
Nigga.
Two people still have to click on something.
Yeah, Max is
it's
fucking
hoge
hilarious.
mirror.
Oliver. No, but Oliver's in though.
Mm.
Oliver's in. Where's Fabio? Oh, Fabio's.
I mean, like that.
Oliver's in.
Oliver, it's Oliver.
Oh, I just changed the channel like fucking TV.
Joas, weet tenminste dat het niet
Oliver.
Oliver
How's
is,
that
maar
funny? Oh my God.
Oliver.
Max is drinking cum right now.
Het is een goed vriend.
Iedereen van de baan.
Actually, it's hydrogen.
Imagine if Rowan and
hydrogen
Brett
peroxide.
raced as well. That would be pretty good.
No, it's
Hier,
like
je kan
hydrogen
ook iedereen
oxide.
van de baan
Right, this is, I'm gonna do my commentary intro. You ready for this?
Nee, we hebben maar
You don't need the theme tune. What up, my niggas? It's time for Fat Pop and shit, dog.
Zou zo dom rijden, want ik kan niet stoppen.
Oh my god, we got Ian and we got
Ik ga
Sander.
straks overpakken, denk ik. Ik ga me laten
The people from.
Alistair, please commentate normally like last week.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a funny intro. Ethan asked me to say the M word at the start of the race. Anyway, let's do it.
Oké, hier, wij gaan.
What
Oh.
pace?
We rijden in de lijn. We rijden in de lijn.
Yes,
Oh
because
yeah,
Brett took me out. I
right
remember
before the
very
race
well.
you were putting white stuff on your
Right.
steering wheel.
Yeah, because like no,
And...
fucking wait. Oh, backs left.
Fair enough. Like... No,
No,
he just...
still on the right. He just doesn't want to hear me commentate because it distracts him. He says.
Yeah, I get why.
Yeah, no, Max has a real big problem. People distracting him. Also, actually, I haven't been commentating at all.
Hey
Anyway,
Daan,
this is the actual
Yeah.
welcome to
is
qualifying. We
Olaf
started
waar
like 2
een
minutes
beetje
ago.
goed in het spel?
Redelijk.
First driver out apparently was Ian, but I found
Hij
out
is
how
wel
to do it.
snel, maar dat komt ook omdat...
No, I was
person
out
in the
before
queue.
Ian, I think.
Okay, who is who? Who the fuck is Rogue Mirror and who the fuck is Aviation JSY?
The one in front of me, that's Dylan. The one behind me is Oliver. Okay, yeah, I might as well just go ahead of Dylan at this
Oliver.
point.
That's Oliver. Okay, now it's Dylan behind, right? Because Dylan just slowed down.
Yeah, now it's
So
Dylan.
Dylan's the number 25 car, and then we got
Oliver, which is
The
number
two.
2 probably.
yeah, and that's the Aston Martin. Let's go with the Aston Martin with the number 2, because that's easier than. Anyway, who's gonna start lap first? I think it's probably gonna be Dan. As we come towards the final corner now. The final corner is a decent exit. We've got on board than to start with. I still haven't changed my camera settings. I just realised. Where is the sound? There's no game sound.
That's just a
What the-
glitch.
Whatever. Why am I looking at tyres? Actually, that's quite useful. No, what happened? Did you hit Max? Bruh. Fucking hell, man. So Dan Troll breaking through the middle of the first sector now as he comes through. He's going to see what the sector times are for each of these drivers, as Dan is the first person to set an indicative sector time. And we've got just behind pretty similar sector times from both the cars. But
Jesus
Aston Martin,
Christ, that was weird.
I believe. Okay, I actually need to remember this. Who is that? Who's number 2? Is that Oliver?
The Aston Martin, which is number 2, because like half of the grid is number 2 in this league.
Number 2
'Cause-
Aston Martin is Oliver. So that's Rogue Mirror is Oliver, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Oliver is now behind Dan, with
Rouge Mirror.
Dylan just behind him, his teammate. So I imagine he's going to get another tow down here, as we got Sander just behind his teammate. Both it seems like teammates working together to get the slipstream down here. As we got a yellow flag in the final sector, I assume, for cars slowing down to start their laps. And there is Ty's now going through the corner, missing the apex at the exit of the corner as he goes onto his lap. But now it's Aiden on his out lap, following behind Fabian, who's now on a lap himself. So let's see what happens now as Dan is coming up towards the final couple corners. We're going to onboard them now.
This is pretty good for me. There's 9 people racing,
So,
and Brett
it's
is not
interesting,
one of them. So I'll pull away from Brett anyways.
Yellow flag in sector 3. What's happened? Probably
Fabian.
got the track map up, to be honest. Yeah, there's Fabian who was going. Off and 1 minute
what-
33 on the dot for Dan there. That's incredible.
That's
he
yeah,
could do
that's
that.
okay.
Good down here, so now it's perfect for
Ian
him.
goes
And Ian
faster.
goes fastest by almost 7/10 of a second. Almost, it's literally
Let's go,
just over. And then
Ian.
Sander missed out by 300ths on Dan as he goes on his lap. And now, not the best lap there from Dylan, who's still going to go in 4th place. Only 4/10 behind Sander, and then a full second off of Sander's pace there. But almost a second, 1.8 seconds off the pole time is Oliver there. And his, I believe this is his debut, am I right?
Yes, this is his first race.
So his debut in the series, and he qualifies in 5th at the moment, but the 4 drivers still yet to set a time, and those are the ones that we believe might actually be in contention for pole positions. On board Aiden now, who will be a contender in the midfield today.
Yeah, that's
Yellow flag on the back stretch, of course, for people going through. Purple first sector for Aiden in the Ferrari. This is very good in his first ever outing for Ferrari, a purple first sector. That is interesting. As he comes down the back straight now, I believe because of the downforce you need for the first sector, he won't be quite as fast down the back straight. So heading down, he's got a lot of traffic though. Going into the braking zone, he needs to move out of the way. And he has to back out because someone is in the way.
Jij zit volgend seizoen trouwens niet bij Ferrari, want je hebt alleen contract voor dit seizoen.
In the middle sector, so that's going to massively cost him his lap, and I don't know what happened there. So that has ruined his lap now. So I think that should be some sort of reprimand there for Ian, who's got fully in the way of Aiden in the braking zone. There's Tyce goes fastest by 6/10 over Max now, who is just 1/10 faster than Ian. So not the best lap from Max, I imagine by his standards, but still a very good effort from both drivers there. Ian with a very good qualifying session so far, in third place ahead of Daan, looking like he has the pace this weekend. Tyce, it is on pole position at the moment, 6/10 ahead of Max, a 10th up on Ian in third place, who is 8/10 ahead of Daan. So Daan not quite on the pace at the moment. We've got another yellow flag here. The two Mercedes cars have been together this entire session so far. As
strategic. I don't have a teammate.
Hier, we gaan ook samen naar binnen. Laten we samen blijven rijden dat we ERS hebben.
That was a little bit late for ERS deployment though.
I think so. It looks like Aiden is saving some ERS here on the inside of the track after a very curtailed lap. 1 minute 34.2 because of the impeding that he got from Ian. I think that should be investigated after the session by the FIA.
Dus als je daar even geduld hebt.
So we got now second lap for Dylan now as he goes into turn 1 in the Aston Martin. He has a neck for impeding lap times too, as he did to me at Bahrain. Out the first corner, he's going to go out the second chicane. That's a decent lap from him. Tyce and Max both saving ERS now in the third sector. There's a decent corner there from Dylan as he goes through the middle sector. So he's coming up on the middle sector. Now what is this first sector time going to be? It looks like it's going to be like a 4/10 off of the lead at the moment, so not the best first sector so far. Pretty big steering inputs, but
that wordt nu geïnvestigeerd.
No fuel either, so this could be running out of fuel here on this run, I believe. We'll be able to see that, of course, but so we've got Aiden now still saving his ERS in his first out for Ferrari. It was a very good first sector with a 22 second range, which is good enough for pole position even. So a very good first sector. Daan is improving on his lap now. 10th and a half up in this middle sector alone, so hopefully we can see some kind of improvement as you got the Ferrari on the inside of Tyce just getting out of the way now as he's saving ERS himself. So it is Daan there coming through the final.
Okay, ik ga naar buiten hier.
What's he going to manage to here? Very nice through the final corner, gets on the plastic, but using a little bit too steering input, didn't get a very straight exit there. Going down the main straight though, across the line, what's it going to be for Daan? It will be an improvement, but not enough to get ahead of Ian. He's still behind him by 6/10 of a second in 4th place on those 3-lap all tyres, so this is good performance from Ian so far, and Daan will be a little bit disappointed with that lap, I'm sure, but still a good effort from him there to improve by 2/10 in that lap. So we go Ian now on a lap, I believe. Coming out the final corner, he'll be the next person to start a lap. He is using hot lap, I believe.
But Alistair, so if Ian was in the way and basically blocked Aiden, and it's investigated, what would you give him? Like,
I'd give him either a grid penalty or a penalty for the race.
Ian niet in de weg rijden voor de
if you want, just give him penalty points.
Yeah, I'll give him 1 penalty point or something.
They should give him 2. I think that was pretty big impeding. He was right in the braking zone and on the middle of the track.
Yeah.
You need to be more wary of your surroundings, my guy.
Yeah.
Because
well, that's 2 extra penalty points for Ian.
Out again now, and he's gonna. I think he's giving his teammate a tow now down the back straight. So Tyce getting a tow from his teammate. Oh no, he's moving out the way now. So I don't think that is gonna happen then. He was slowing down in front of his teammate though. I'm wondering why that was.
I think Fabian's on a lap now. I'm not
yet
sure
to do a lap in this session, but he is on a lap at the moment as he goes through the middle sector now, looking pretty good through here. He's been very good at this track in the past. Won here in season 1, his only career victory coming here at France in the 8th race of that season. So and it was a very good performance from him to hold me and Tyce off in that race.
There's no way that was the 8th race of the season.
I know for a fact that was the 8th race of the season, Dan. I've literally seen many times. I've watched that race before.
But
just to see that.
Didn't we go to COTA in season 1 as well as Canada and Brazil?
You didn't go to COTA in season 1, Dan.
Oh.
I don't know about Canada. I don't think we went to Canada either, to be fair. But we did go to Canada or COTA. We did go to Brazil. So the flags are out again for the Ferrari. I believe that is Aiden, but as he heads through the final corner now, is Tyce improving on his lap. Through the final corner he comes now. It looks like a decent lap so far. We'll see if it's an improvement. In the 1 minute 31.2 range now. 9/10 faster than Max in second. What's Fabian going to manage on his lap? As he comes out the final corner now to put a lap in. 1 minute 31.7 puts him in second place now, only 5 tenths off of Tyson's time on his first run, so that's pretty good. However, the Tyson's on old tyres. Tyson's 3-lap old tyres set at 1 minute 31.2 and half a second off the pace on fresh tyres for Fabian, so not the best time from him. You could argue that Max has gone off the track here at Scene. Wondering what he's doing down there as he goes through 10, 12 now. He's cutting the inside of the track. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. Just cutting all the corners, it seems. He's just cutting all the corners, and his lap's been invalidated, so it doesn't really matter. I think he's trying to get to the pit lane as quick as possible, so... but we'll see if... Yeah, there he is. He goes into the pit lane now.
Oh,
for some reason he breaks for the
I was the first one to pit, I think. Not sure, though.
With Ian now.
No, I'm saving your rest for another lap.
Ian, are you on a lap?
Mercedes, both Mercedes guys, have you guys pitted for new softs yet?
No, I am now.
Well, they're on 1 lap tyres, Dan, so they haven't done many laps. So there's an improvement in the middle sector here by 900s for Ian, so he will improve on this lap, and he is still in with a chance to get ahead of Max maybe in this last couple of runs.
Ahead. Yeah.
There we go, then here is Ian now, through the final part of
Sander,
the lap.
dat is juist fijner, dan mag je zelf bepalen wanneer je het doet of niet.
Is he improving enough to continue this lap, or will he come into the pit lane? We'll find out now.
Het is echt makkelijk, ja. En bij de exit van bochten, dan heb je betere exit, of heb je slechte exit.
Ian in this lap, and
nog steeds
very nicely out of the final corner, very straight exit as well. So down the main straight he comes. What's he going to put in here? He's run a lot of deployment for this lap as he comes across the line. He does improve. Only 1/10 behind Max on this lap. That is impressive from Ian there as he gains once again on his lap, but not by much. He only gained by 700ths on that lap, so he lost a little bit of time in the final sector by about 200ths of a second as we come now on board with Dan, who is just saving his ERS. He's on full ERS at the moment, Dan. I think he's just biding his time now. He's got low fuel, I believe. He'll have to come into the pit lane. So, Dylan now coming out the final corner. Will he start a lap? Yes, he does. He puts his ERS on. He's about to start a lap here on his 2-lap old tyres. So we'll see what he can manage as he crosses the line on a 2 minute 17 cooldown lap there, I believe. We've got Aiden on an outlap as well.
Nee, maar Sander, in kwalificatie is dat heel anders, hè? In kwalificatie zet je vlak voordat je je ronde ingaat, zet je het, als je op rondje klikt, zet je het aan. Ik weet niet of het bij jou ook rondje is, maar dan zet je het aan onderin.
Wait, Dan, do you hear that?
What?
Tice has 4 sets of softs available to him.
Hey, that's pretty good.
No, why is that though?
I don't know, man. I honestly do not know.
Is that a tyre regulation breach for Tice here? I believe it might be.
Bro, how do you even what? Yeah, okay.
No, it doesn't matter. Just don't use
I guess Brent will just still see Spa.
So Dan is.
But he won't see Zandvoort.
Am I right in saying that?
Yes.
So let's see. I think Dylan is on lap 2 in the middle sector. In the final sector now, but we'll see what Dan's middle sector time is. Someone's going across the chicane. I believe that was Oliver going through the chicane in the chicane.
Ik ga
Dan
nu
now
een
coming
beetje
out of
zo.
the
How was the chicane so bad? God damn it, I was 3 tenths up.
Decent, and now he's only 1.5 tenths, so he lost 1.5 tenths in that middle sector alone because of the chicane, so not the best idea from Dan, but he can still improve on his time, crucially, ahead of Ian for 4th position in the qualifying session so far, but he comes through here very tight on the steering again. He uses very big inputs on the steering.
I'm warming up my tires.
He always understood a little bit using too much steering luck, I believe, but even still, as he comes through the final sector, it looks like it will be an improvement of his time. Regardless, the nice through here, just missing the apex, but that's good. He's going to carry some more speed now going into the final corner using all the curb, which will compromise exit just a little bit. Won't let the car get on the power as much as he wanted to, but it will give him a little bit cut on the a little bit of a cut on the inside of the track, so just give him some more time, and he crosses the line to 0.282, better than his previous laps with a 1 minute 32.549, 3 tenths behind Ian though, who is still in 4th place. A very good performance from him. This session, if you take into account, if you ignore the fact that he was impeding lap times earlier on, Max is getting out of the way now in his pursuit of pole position for the, I believe, the 3rd time this season, or the 2nd time, I'm not really sure. Anyway, nevertheless.
Ja, dit gaat hem wel.
Aiden on a lap now. Can he set that time? He was really good in the first sector on his first run, so we'll see if he can go any better.
In kwalificatie moet je het zelf even aanzetten onderin.
Very nice.
Als je op rondje klikt. En dan staat bij de eerste meteen, heb je bij daarbovenin brandstof en dan...
Ik heb dat
his best lap was impeded though, so he can still improve quite a lot, I believe.
Hoe heb jij dat
car looks really nice, and it looks very planted for there.
Sander, heb jij geen MFD?
Max is doing, honestly. As he comes out the final corner now, Aiden on his lap, he's going to use all this deployment. Yes, he does across the line. What's it going to be? 1 minute 33.8 will keep him in 8th position for the moment, but that is still a decent effort.
Nee, want ik heb het niet aanstaan.
Coming out the final corner.
Nee, niet ERS. Zo zet je niet ERS aan. Maar Sander, in het hoekje, bij je koptelefoontje.
Validated lap time though.
Zie je koptelefoontjes, Sander, onderin.
Ja, mijn lap is alweer gefukt.
Maar Sander, zie je een koptelefoontje onderin?
Ja, maar ik kan me niet concentreren als je tegen me praat. Dus nu heb ik mijn lap al opgefukt.
That is now invalidated his lap time, so he needs to cut the corners at the right places if he wants to try that method. Oh, and Ty spins at turn 1. I believe he just started a lap and he went spinning out of the first corner. I just got into that right as it happened, so out of the second corner he spins out.
We gaan nu nog
and he gets back going again, but Fabian goes past him on his lap now as he goes into the first sector. What's the sector time going to be for Fabian now? A low 22 seconds, maybe 21 even, would be pretty good. I think it'll be a 22, yes it is. A purple first sector for Fabian by 100th of a second, so it's very close already in the first sector. But with the setup that Tice has, the straight line speed of that Ferrari has been very mighty down here, so in the middle sector this will be where Fabian may not gain as much time, but we'll see how he does through here. In the middle sector, going into the chicane. Using nice lines through here, he turns in late, very late braking though, and that might compromise his line, but he does turn in very nicely, the color can very connected as he comes out the exit of the corner now. Down the back straight, what's going to be in the middle sector, will it be purple? So it is purple middle sector, he's 2 tenths up on Tice's best time here. So this is 2 purple sectors, it's all about the last sector though. As he comes through here, going through the turn 11 now. The double apex right-hander as he comes out the corner, very nice on the exit curve, really carrying a lot of speed through here now. He's using a lot of ERS on this lap compared to other people I've noticed now. Using all the curves to get as much of an optimized line through there as possible on the apex of the corner. So going through here now, what's it going to be? He's going to turn in quite early now for the final... so the penultimate corner as he goes through the second apex and now into the final corner, just like Dan does, rides the curve quite a lot on the inside. Into the DRS, what's it going to be for Fabian? Will it be provisional pole in the McLaren? He's got purple first sector, purple second sector, and it is not quite pole position. He's only off though by 300ths of a second behind Ty, so it's incredibly close in the battle for pole position. That was a very good lap from Fabian.
Cannot do it anymore. It's
very close there. Now Max is on his lap. He's 300s up in the first sector now, going through sector 2 as he comes out the corner now. Third flags out for Fabian, who slowed down after his run now.
Jesus Christ, Ian, you're faster than me.
In the middle sector, and a purple middle sector for Ian. As I say that, an incredible middle sector from him there. Really hooked up the chicane, had a lot of straight line speed. A lot of ERS has been used on there as well. I've noticed as he goes through here, getting on the power quite early there, but not quite using as much of the exit curve as maybe he could have. As he comes through here now, turning and braking for the left-hander, just misses the apex again, running a bit wide, but he will get a better exit speed because of that. Going through here now, through the long, sweeping right-hander into the left-hander for the penultimate corner, going into the final hairpin now. What's it going to be for Ian? This will be a fantastic lap. Can he beat Max's time? It's looking very plausible, but Max is on a good lap himself, so we'll see what happens. As he comes out the final corner, gets on the exit curve quite a lot there. All deployment has been used onto 21% as he comes across the line. It will be a 131.9, 7 tenths off pole position here for Ian into third place. An incredible lap from him. He's really on it today in qualifying. Out the final corner though, here comes Max. 600s down on his best time. He's not improving. It's qualifying end, so this could be it for Max. Will it be on the second row of the grid or not? And it's going to be an improvement, but he's behind Ian. A purple last sector, but Ian gets third position ahead of Max in qualifying. An incredible performance from Ian there. His best qualifying performance, I'd say, of his career so far. As across the line, big crash for Sander, as he's decided to end it all on the line there. 1.5 seconds down on pace.
That was so autistic, man. I fucking hate this game.
Fabian now, yeah, he didn't have enough time set in the lap, so it is Tice on pole position for this race. Yeah, what the fuck happened, Max?
You know when I let the Ferraris past, and I was like off the track into the chicane?
I was improving on my time, only by 2 tenths would not have been enough anyways.
Did you spin down?
Yeah. Bro thought qualifying was over when it wasn't. There's still people doing laps.
What?
You know when I let the 2 Ferraris past by the chicane? Yeah. It invalidated the lap I was on and the next lap for some reason. Jesus Christ. It invalidated the next lap even though it had no effect on the next lap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to go around again, wear my tyres even more so I had less grip. Is
that why you were cutting all the corners?
Yeah, because I was fucking... Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, because I did my first warm-up lap, right? And then I let the Ferraris pass. And then the game's like, this said next lap invalidated. Why the next lap?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's quite goofy, I must say.
have to go around again.
I don't like this starts.
So annoying, man. I would have been in third as well.
Yeah, but Ian got third as best
Ian, let's go, my boy!
Only 7 tenths off pole as well, that's pretty good.
I really want Ian with Haas for me next season.
What's happening? Why aren't we going?
Yeah, but... Oh, there we go.
Because when the sun shines, we shine together.
I'm gonna go for piss.
That was very poggers. What a lap from Ian to get pole position.
Yeah,
imagine if he actually did. I would shit myself. That would be the best thing ever. I was
in his debut, Oliver finished last. It's incredible by 3.8 seconds.
Yeah, no,
behind.
I was very much off the pace. Oh god,
yeah, Daan was 1.3 seconds off the pace of Thijs, which was very good to be fair. Thijs' lap. So it's going to be a duel between McLaren and Ferrari with Thijs and Fabian respectively
in the race. Start, man. The start is altijd so fucking.
I know I'm still commentating.
I'm in the middle of the field, so
I'm
about to die.
Okay,
you
so
want
in that
to start
session,
last.
holy
yeah,
shit,
you want
there
to
was
start
a lot
either
of fucking
in the front
warnings
or in
for
the back.
corner cutting and exceeding track limits for fucking Oliver. Jesus Christ. Max and Sander got his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I'm in the middle and I need to brake, I always brake check someone when I don't even know.
Oh my god.
EG,
Well, you can't let the cat out because he might invade Poland.
Well, you can't let Sander out because he might invade Poland in the pool.
Max is Polish.
Max is Polish. Oh shit, welcome to France for the 9th round of the
and the boys invading Max.
This is going to be a battle between Thijs and Fabian.
Me and the boys in Paris.
Today, but we have a really interesting midfield with several drivers in contention for some good points and maybe even a podium today.
We gaan dit doen.
Max is taking a piss, but as you shall now see with a big surprise, the race is literally about to start in 3 seconds, so he's kind of fucked. We'll see. So, a warning to everyone in the party and anyone who's not in the party, Max is about to get absolutely fisted.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's lights out and away we go. As Max gets a pretty decent start, but not quite good enough. He's now under pressure from Daan already into turn 1 as we watch Thijs in the first corner on the inside, gets ahead of Fabian with a very good run into the first corner. 3 wide behind them, Max around the outside, Daan tries to go down the inside, Max going a little bit deep there, it's off the track with both the Mercedes cars. Really wide there, went Dylan
Bro,
has contact in the back between Sander.
I got
Jesus Christ!
I got fucking
down the inside, there's a big aggressive dive from Ian down the inside, he's trying to go past
Jesus
Daan
Christ,
there.
Ian!
Couldn't quite make the move to stay down, he's
oh my god, what
Dylan now
is going on there?
Complete
Dylan
chaos
just
on the
took
first lap.
4th again.
And we're going to watch the battle for the lead now. Why are my graphics broken? There we go. Purple first, under for Thijs. I'm sitting now on board with Fabian. He gets a huge run down the straight. He's going to use the
Dylan's
ERS
fast.
now. Going for the lead. Thijs goes down, or stays on the outside there. Fabian goes down the inside for the race lead in the McLaren. He gets the move to stick on the inside. That's a nice move there from Fabian, but watch this on board with Thijs
you
now.
turn into Dylan, what the heck?
The corner, and Max has turned in on Dylan now, who's running very well in 4th place. He's now gone all the way back down the field into last place. So that was not very nice from Max there. Daan is now all over the back of him.
Yeah, I saw it. You were
just around the outside of Fabian, so I don't know what happened there.
6 tenths behind me, and now you're a second behind me.
Still trying to go down the inside of Fabian, who's very much on the pace this weekend. So we'll see what these two can
Max
do in
will
this race.
probably like spin.
For the race win will be very interesting to watch. And now flag as Daan spins out of 4th place, so he's now way down the order with Dylan now behind him.
No, Ian is in 4th place now. Everyone that's in 4th place is gonna die. Everyone in 4th place is gonna die.
And he's on the hard tyres, so is Max, so is everyone, I believe. Anyone not on hard tyres, that'll be interesting to see. No, I believe everyone is on the hard tyres for this race. They're going hard medium strategy, which is optimal.
Unless your name is Brett, there's no stupid strategies in this league.
Yeah, Brett would be the only person to try mediums he did last season. That didn't work for him. He was slower than me on hard tyres, so I don't know why he tried that. But as you see now, Thijs coming out of turn 2. Just behind Fabian, who seems to really have the pace today to win the race. So this is very interesting between these two. They just both need to save ERS. Thijs slightly better on ERS as he usually is in this series. Runs a bit wide, however, on the curb, coming out the corner. So the closest battles on track right now seem to be for the race lead and for the battle for 5th place, whereas there's a little bit of a queue now forming behind the Aston Martin of Oliver in his debut race. He's got Aiden and Sander right behind him as Aiden has a really good exit out the corner. He's going to come up right behind him using some ERS now as we watch the battle for the lead as Thijs goes around the outside of Fabian now. On the curb, he gives him space. Fabian does give him very respectful amount of room there.
Fabian, the new Alistair? What?
Fabian, an amazing overtake as Thijs goes back past him now. Tice retakes the lead here on the second lap, going down the back straight, going towards Scene. Will he use some ERS to do that? Yes, he does, and it is a lot of ERS now being used for Tice against Fabian. So Fabian has double the ERS.
I'm not moving away.
Okay.
This is interesting to see. So we'll see as the race progresses how things
thanks,
go.
Sander. I have nothing to lose here. I can get second place in the championship.
An amazing start, 4 places
if I really push.
Lap.
And Brett's not here, so he will just at least get 1 point this race. So I've got to make the most of it. I'm already ahead of him.
The back of Sander, who's trying to keep up with these guys in front of him. Can't quite seem to do so. It's Dylan now.
Okay, yeah, but Sander, we can do this together. I'll probably overtake you on the straight.
Lots of battles here and there in the race now. As Aiden hits the back of him, and there's contact at the final corner. Aiden hit the back.
That's good, that's good, that's good. That's good, Sander, go! Sander, go!
All over the back of these guys in the midfield. There's a 4-way battle for 5th place between Oliver, Aiden, Sander, and Dan now side by side going into the first corner. Down the inside, he's going to try and go. Of course, contact. Dan makes contact with
sorry, that's my fault.
As he tries to go down the inside to make an aggressive move.
It's okay.
Side by side once again.
There's 27 laps.
Here comes Sander on the
That's an insane battle ahead.
And
I can
Sander all over the back of Aiden now. There's this intense midfield fight. As Max is 3.7 seconds off the lead, only losing time in the straights. As now we look at Fabian once again. Will he use some ERS? No, he doesn't. And that means that he has 4 times as much ERS as Tice. This is massive for Tice in this race. He's usually very good at ERS saving, he just doesn't have the time to do so. But I believe Fabian doesn't realise that he has so much of an ERS advantage. But he needs to save it just as much as Tice does. So if he can make a move down, he's an aggressive move. Off the track he goes. Oliver trying to make a move on the inside of Aiden. Goes off the track, and now we're just behind him. Sander can try and make a move. Maybe going to see their side by side still now. And now Dan's all over the back of Sander once again as he catches back up to his queue after making a mistake at the second corner. Down the inside of Scene he goes. That's aggressive move from Aiden. Can he make it stick on the inside? Just about. They're all lifting to try and make sure they don't make contact. He does make the move. It's a switchback attempt here. Down the inside he goes. Aiden's still on the outside being respectful. They're going so slow. Sander almost makes contact and Dan spins around. And now ahead of him goes.
Come on, that's the third time.
And Dan once again running to the back of the Mercedes of Sander. And that's unfortunate for him now.
That's not even... man.
This is just so much chaos
in the midfield battle today.
So much chaos. This is a very interesting race.
There was no tire temperature, I'm pretty sure.
Aiden now trying to make up time on the Aston Martin in front of him. Just very clearly faster than he just cannot seem to get past the widest Aston Martin you've ever seen of Oliver. Now he's doing a very good job in his debut to hold on to 5th place as Fabian takes the lead now on the inside of Tice. Very weird place to make a move there, right before the DRS detection zone. No way he's trying to do that. So I think he's very confident that he has the pace to stay ahead of him. Tice saving ERS now has more. Another yellow flag. Aiden spins out of the position. Aiden spins out battling with Oliver on the exit of turn 2 and he goes off the track.
Hoe beukt ik jou? Ik reed fucking langs
between Sander and Oliver will continue now as look at this, Dylan's back in the race now, almost within the DRS range of Sander in this race. This is a very interesting race so far. Dan using some ERS to try and catch up to the leaders, so
I know
this lead group is very good. It's now Ian all over the back of Max. What is happening today? As Ian seems to have the pace to get a podium once again now.
I should be up there with Ian. It's not been my race so far.
Absolutely fantastic so far this season. This has been the best season of his career so far, without a doubt. He's really starting to get towards the front runner order here, right as fast as Rowan, I'd say, on pace recently. He's been very quick. But as you can see now, Tice all over the back of Fabian once again. Couldn't quite manage to make a move, it seemed, this lap round, but he's very close still.
Come on,
once again, Fabian has just a little bit more
ERS
ERS than Tice as trying to run close to the back of Fabian, who made an aggressive move down the back straight, making sure he used that ERS advantage just to make a move. And out of the race is Aiden now. I think he crashed on purpose there, or maybe
is that going to be a safety car? Is that going to be a safety car?
And that might be a safety car. We'll find out in a second.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. In this race to try and gain the thing.
I don't think it will be.
I think they realised the throttle application was an intentional crash. Oh, and there's a battle now. I should look now. It's a big overtake here from Sanders. Very critical for him in this race. As he goes down around the outside, going to turn 1. Well, I imagine he'll dive him down the inside, won't he? Oliver down the inside into turn 1. He does. Well, they make contact. He does make the move stick, though. Sander was respectful going through that. He did make the move stick. And now in this battle, Dan's all over the back of Dylan now. And down the back straight. Fabi's so fast in the first sector. He just managed to pull away from Tice. I think he used some ERS maybe to get away. No, he didn't. They're about even, though. 38% for Fabian, 30% for Tice. So pretty close there. Ian now all over the back in the DRS of Max now for 3rd place. So you have to face him now. Dylan gets overtaken down inside, but he's going to get switched back on Dan. Going down the back straight. He tries to get back on the outside, can't make a move stick, but now he's going to have all the slipstream in the world down the back straight and the DRS and the ERS. Not much though.
Jesus Christ, what was that?
He moved in the straight line as Dan gets hit into the wall almost by the Aston Martin.
I did touch the wall there, I did.
Sander on the inside. of Oliver now. He's going to go on the curve trying to stay alongside with him, but he can't quite manage to do that as he goes down the straight. Will he see ERS and a bit of the slipstream to try and get back past Sander down the straight here? I don't think he will, but now Tice has once again gained a little bit in the final sector and the middle sector as he often does.
Come on, round the outside of scene!
And
nah, this game won't let me.
Past him, he goes off the track though, and there's more contact again now as he goes really far off the track. The defense here of Dylan has been very dangerous so far. He might need a warning for that. We'll see as that goes. And now still side by side in front. As down the inside once again now goes Oliver on Sander, who seems to be having an amazing ding-dong battle for 5th position. Is that it's really helping the cars behind them to catch up, but they're having a battle themselves, so it's very close. It's now Dan side by side and goes around the outside with a decisive move, but will he hang on in there? He's going to try and make a move around the outside once again. He's going to have the DRS going down into turn 1, and Tice is struggling here to stay within the DRS of Fabian. Tice is incredibly close to Fabian. This is an incredible race so far in the midfield scrap, and the lead battle is absolutely sensational. Into the back of he goes! Big contact there for Oliver. He spins round right in front of Dan. He drove straight into the back, and it was the controller that disconnected for Aiden. That's why he crashed. And now down the inside of Sander maybe goes Dan. Can he make this
What the heck happened?
Yeah, I got pushed into
the back of Sander. There was no space there. I just got no space there. It's okay, Sander, it's okay.
Up to 2 seconds now. Down the straight.
Dan, I got pushed off the track, I'm sorry.
Tice is doing an amazing job of staying with him.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. I did lose 16 seconds.
Fabian needs to save what ERS. He's in the lead. He has nothing to lose. Tice is thinking more about strategy in this race.
Didn't
so I think Fabian's best call would be to save ERS now in the lead of the race. As Max has 70% ERS.
Aiden,
60.
Je moet wachten. Je moet hopen op een rode vlag
getting intense, so as we can see, Dylan is right behind Sander.
Alistair, there was big contact with me and rough mirror. My front wing.
Sander, I literally commentated it as it happened.
Okay, but Alistair, what happened? Was it
because I have?
So no, it was. I think that was Oliver's fault. He just drove straight into the back of Sandy. We brake way too late for the corner and just drove into him and spun around. So it wasn't. I think it was just. It was his own fault. So no penalty should be given to anyone there. I don't think so. No investigation. I don't think necessary for that incident between Oliver and Sander. Sander pits. Sander pits now.
Sander, that's early. Do you have damage?
7. That's an aggressive battle.
My front
have damage? I'm not sure. We'll find out in a second. As we're looking now, the battle now between Oliver and Dan. Dan has got a little bit away, but it looks like he does have DRS. Does Oliver now? So he's very close. And so 2 drivers pitting now, as Sander did pit there, and also pitting is Oliver now after having a great first part to the stint here. As Ty staying right behind.
My front,
Fabian
they didn't
just saving
make
his
my
tyres,
front
biding his time. He hasn't got anything to worry about. Fabian has the pace, but does he have the consistency? Good exit though here from Tice. Could he make a move maybe down into turn 10? We'll find out in a second.
Ja, maar nu moet eerst de rode vlag uitkomen, want dat is
Tice has
nu...
a slight advantage as he does about 20% ERS, so yeah, this goes. Tice driving a smart race here today. If he save ERS to stay with him, he will.
Ja, doe maar dan, restart maar, godverdomme.
Nee, geen restart.
Jawel, ik crash mijn car.
Hoezo gaan we restarten? Nee, we zijn in ronde 7. Ja, maar ik ga niet opnieuw 27 rondes doen.
Going on. Max is keeping the gap pretty consistent, so he has the pace here. Ian just losing a little bit of time each lap, about a 10th a lap. He's losing on the Max in front of him. So.
Nog niet restart, nog niet restart.
Yeah, Max very good in the last sector.
I'll just restart. I don't mind. My whole front was broken and I didn't make it.
Sander, you have to hope for a red flag. Like in a pit when it's in the... No, it's not too early for a red flag, but there's no yellows, so there's no point of doing a red flag right now.
In fairness, last season we did have a red flag around the same time as 5,000's down and the best first sector is tight, so keeping with Fabian, he had a purple first sector now. Fabian's so good in that corner, is lagging a little bit down the exit of the corner on my screen is Dan just Dan and Oliver, Dan and Dylan now very close together. As Sander pits once again now. Not sure why Sander just pitted again. Has he got damage or something? I'm not sure.
Because they didn't fix my fucking front wing.
Oh, they didn't fix the front wing of Sander. That's very unfortunate. As now look how close he is. Oh man, the gaps between them get very close as they go through here. Look at Tice now with a massive slipstream going towards turn 10. Will he make a move here on the inside of Fabian? Not much use in doing that. He might try to move down inside for brakes early. He's going to try it. Looks for the door, tries to force an error, but no. Fabian stays firm as he comes out the corner. Max is a second slower in the straight line alone than the cars in front of him, so the slipstream is really powerful here as Tice goes wide off the corner. That's going to gaining some time a little bit there on the inside of the corner. That should be a warning. I'm not sure if it is or not.
Hey, Alistair.
Being pretty close.
Daan, ik moet het met jou nog even ergens over hebben, want die rough mirror, die raakte mij en ik heb wel damage, alleen er wordt geen penalty uitgedeeld.
Ja, nee, maar kijk, omdat hij zelf ook was gespint.
Fabian into turn 1, he almost hit the back of him there. That was very close to contact, and now a penalty for Dylan for multiple warnings. I'm not surprised by that, he hasn't been very well at all of the 3 10s so far.
Instant penalty.
He was, both drivers get penalties now as they headed down there as Tyson is right all over the back of Fabian, who just has been saving ERS these last couple of laps, but not quite enough to probably defend from the amount that Tyson has, around double the amount of his ERS at the moment.
Communist Aston Martin.
ERS is about 40% for Fabian now as he comes down the straight.
Penalty.
And he's going to use some ERS, he might as well, he has some more than Fabian does, so he's going to use a bit down the straight, only a little bit, he's about 10% as he goes down the inside. Tyson retakes the lead here on lap 9, going into the chicane. Will Fabian retake the position, or will he just sit in line? He has the pace to sit in line, I think, so he might as well just sit here, use his substitute to take ERS, but no, he's going to try and go aggressive. He uses some ERS down the straight to get a good exit, but no, now he starts deploying, heading down into scene. So, Ian now, is that Ian complaining? I'm not sure who that was.
That was Joas. He's not in the league.
Yeah, the tyre wear is massive at this track. It's very front limited circuit, so the understeer gets very bad over the course of the stint. It really can affect the handling of the car quite aggressively. Fabian is so fast relative to Tice now, all over the back of him as soon as he overtook him. So Fabian is definitely faster on outright pace, I'd say, but just doesn't have the ERS to make a move here. So on lap 9, as the yellow flag again now, Max has spun out of 3rd place, I believe, and that's given Ian a chance to maybe get close to him. He's very close to DRS detection zone. Ian has a got a slight ERS advantage here over Max, I believe. Actually, it's about the same from Curb, but 65 to 70%. But I think that will help him down the straight as he gets a massive slipstream, which he has needed to have, as Fabian once again now within 4/10 of Tyres for the lead. Will he retake the position down this back straight? We'll find out in a second.
Okay, but Alistair, you should. You know how after Austria you made like a video of all crashes and spins. Yeah, you should do that with all battles this race.
Oh, you know, I should make like highlights for each race if I can be bothered, but just takes up a lot of space on the front to make, like, keep uploading and then deleting the things I make. It just kind of fucks up my editing software. Anyway, I will try and make a video about the battles because there have been a lot of good battles at the start of this race, but it's really spaced out a bit now in the second part of the stint. But Ian with DRS on Max now, I believe. I don't know if he actually did have it, but he's within a second of him, so he has better straight line speed than Max. He's really set up his car for cornering here. Definitely a quality setup that he's running at the moment. Doesn't seem to be working in the race, but the tyre wear both drivers is really giving him a problem. Giving him bother, I guess, as Fabian now all over the back of Tyson once again. They're going through Hayes so fast in the final sector. Also, a little bit of a mistake. He's going to be very fast. Will Fabian make a move into this corner now? He's only under. He's right. Oh, I can't speak. 2/10 behind Tyson, going into the final sector. All over the back of him now. He's literally lifting through the corners. He's so much faster than Tyson. He just has so much pace to give, but just no way of getting past. He's saving so much ERS in the slipstream of Tyson, not using any of it as well. So both drivers saving ERS at this point, as we might as well. So this is a bit of a calm lull in the race, but we'll see if they can both make a move on each other now. Fabian has the pace to make a move here on Tyson as he goes flat through turn 2. He has so much grip in that car and confidence to make a move.
Pit stop information, is that a thing?
I guess so. But look at the details of the tyres. So let's look at the race position change.
Okay.
Oh, Daan makes a mistake on the exit of the final corner there. We move oversteer as position change. Oh, here comes Fabian now. He's literally bumping Tyson through that corner now as he comes out the back straight, uses some ERS to try and get past them, and he does retake the lead now. Will Tyson use his ERS in the 16 to retake the position? I'm not sure. He might do it going into scene. He has got an advantage, a huge advantage now over Tyson with ERS. As heading through the corner now. And Ian once again in the DRS of Max now. So Fabian goes up a position into the lead. Ty's gone down into second place as Max has gone up a place this race. 2 places up for Oliver so far as Aiden's gone down a place with his antics today. As his unfortunate controller disconnection is Ty's just sitting in line behind Fabian. And Fabian goes a little bit wide into the corner. Will that give him a chance? No, when he gets a straighter exit and a better exit now. Coming up on pit stops, well, in the next 10 laps I'd say.
Okay, I'm a fight for podiums today. Damn, Ian kinda fast.
Yeah, Ian is very fast today. He's keeping up with Max. Max goes off the track. He makes a big mistake and now side by side position between Max and Ian. Ian down the inside. Still side by side. Max gets a better exit on the outside though.
Also, does Max deserve a penalty for turning into Oliver?
I don't know how alongside he was.
Oh no, it was Dylan. It was Dylan. Oh no, it happened right in front of me. You'll be able to see it on the screen. Well, you made a decision on that then. I can't make a decision at the moment. But he has a penalty anyways. No, not Max, but yeah, still. That the Martin isn't very close. It won't make much of a difference in terms of how close to Ian. I guess Ian could benefit from the penalty. Fabian once again gaining time in the first couple of corners here. He's just so fast. He always has been. Really fast in the first sector. It's very fast. The tie's on 100% ERS pretty much here, so really good. But he's so far ahead going down here. So even if you use the ERS, you just wouldn't be able to gain that much time in the straight. Enough to make a move at least. As now Ian's still right all over the back of Max, who just doesn't have the pace today. He's 12.8 seconds behind the race leaders and has made several mistakes, so he's not in a very good position now. Down after 18 seconds off of Ian. The tyres just really struggling. He's really struggling with the tyres today. Yeah,
Ian,
no,
so
hearts are not sitting with me as well either.
So looking at the tyre strategy so far, 11 laps run for all of the top 6 drivers on the hard tyre, but it is Dylan, Oliver and Sander that have pitted for medium tyres. Damn, why is my volume just go down? That was weird. Oh. Fabian though holds some lead. The closest battle of this race has always been the lead battle. It's been constantly within 0.5 of a second between the top 2 drivers, so very close battles between these two in this Grand Prix. We're going to watch the battle with Ian and Max though, because I think that could be the one that gets spicier the soonest between those two battles, the only 2 battles on track at the moment. One seems to have a real big pace advantage in the midfield. Daan is actually gaining some time on these guys in front of him. I don't know how much ERS he's using. He's got 35% relative to Ian, who's really close this lap now behind Max. Goes in a bit deep into the final corner though, and that's going to cost him some time. He goes really, really cross up his exit there, and going to cost him some time down the straight. He has got DRS, but a terrible exit will cost him time all the way down the straight. Unfortunately for Ian there, but he is very fast here and very much fast enough to get up to Max. So in the strategy, maybe if he tries an undercut or an overcut towards the end of the race, he could try and get past Max with an overcut if he thinks he has the pace, which I think he does. Or he could try an undercut and try and get past him by being faster at the start of the stint and just letting Max close up to him. But Max is very good at saving. But it actually is Ian that has more ERS because Max tried to deploy a little of energy trying to stay ahead of him. Tyres looks like he's used a bit of ERS. I think that's just because the straight's so long and he's just been deploying like that, but we'll see as Fabian's saving ERS himself. But there's a really good exit from Tyres out of the chicane. He's got a good chance to retake the lead now, going into Scene corner. Goes to the outside of Scene. That's never worked. You saw Daan try to do that earlier, but it didn't work. As he goes around the outside, will he try and hold firm? Yeah, there's almost contact between the two of them as Fabian understeers towards Tyres. Tyres stays around the outside now as they go side by side for the corner. Fabian shuts the door on him. That was good defense there from Fabian. I'd say that was fair racing as he came across Tyres on the outside of the corner. And now Fabian holds on to the lead now ahead of Tyres, who goes and uses much more curb on the exit, and that will actually lose him some time weirdly down the straight. But Ian staying within around about 1.5 seconds of Max. If he makes a mistake, Ian will be all over the back of him. Max has been prone to mistakes in this series, and we may see him do it again in this race. He has done several times in this race.
Still roasting Max.
He did a half spin earlier in the race, and he's done it again, and that gave Ian a chance to get past him, but Ian just didn't quite capitalise as good as he could off the opportunity. And yeah, and his tyres just haven't got the grip, and the stint just really struggling with the tyre wear today. So much understeer on these cars because of the front limited nature of the track. A lot of turning and braking has to be done, which can really scrub off the front tyres in a bad way. So we see Sander's gaining about 2 seconds left on the car in front, which is Oliver here. Yeah, the red flag window is open now, so we'll see how that goes. There's another run here at Fabian for Tyres. This is 40% ERS though for Fabian versus 90 for Tyres. So Tyres has been the GOAT at saving ERS this season, I would say, as Max has made a mistake, and now it's going to be all over the back as Ian, will he deploy any energy to make a move? He has got 10% more than Max down the straight pretty much, so I'd say it might be worth it using a little bit, but we'll see how important it is in this race. But Max again making a mistake, costing him some time here. Tyres getting pretty close to Fabian in the front of the field, but not close enough to make a move.
Yeah, medic.
Will Fabian go wide? No, doesn't get some nice exit.
How's the tyres like? Jesus Christ, the fronts are dead.
Did Tyres make a mistake? I'm not sure.
52 on the front tyres.
Massive tyre wear on the front tyres today. So only just halfway through the race now as the leaders came through halfway point of this lap. And now both leaders pit. So both the leaders pit on the same lap. They're going to go really long on those tyres on the mediums. I think they're going to be absolutely dead at the end of the race. So if Max stays out, he might have a good opportunity here to maybe capitalise from that. But we'll see if he pits. Because no one likes their tyres.
Why would I go into the medium right now?
Ian could try an undercut maybe. I don't think he will. No, he doesn't.
That's
not the best strategy. The tyres will be absolutely destroyed at the end of the race. So Ian thinking in the big picture. The leaders have nothing to lose though. So unless there's a red flag, the leaders are in a good position now. Who's it going to be on the exit? Ty's all over the back of him on the pit lane exit though, as we watch him go down the pit lane, right behind Fabian as he gets a good exit out of the pit lane. How close is Ty's going to be on the exit of the pit lane? It's around about 1.05 seconds to come out the pit lane, but it's 6/10 now between the two of them, so Ty's gained time in the pit stops there a little bit, but he's going to lose it on the exit of the corner. As now Ian and Max battle for the on-track race.
You know that seriously, if there's a red flag right now, Ian might have a chance to win.
Well, I wouldn't, no, I don't know about that. I mean, he has a chance to win. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
It's not the biggest chance.
Max and Fabian and Ty to be around him, so he's got a lot of competition.
Yeah.
We'll see though. Behind Ty's just using ERS to kind of gain time on Fabian Matt as well. He has ERS to gain to kill off here as he goes down this straight. Very aggressive. I think Ty's is he means business now as he goes right behind Fabian. As Ian now all over the back of Max, under 4/10 down the straight, getting a big slipstream. Max trying to stay on the outside to break the toe maybe. Going through scene corner. Ian has a massive run now. Max goes a little bit defensive. He just I don't know what he's trying to do there. He tried to go defensive and then came back to the left to try and cover him off as Ty's now right behind the back of Fabian now. Two battles in this race. The battle for first and the battle for really intensifying as the laps go on. Dan has gained a lot of time even on the leaders. He's gained 3 seconds on the lead pack and about 5 seconds on Max and Ian this lap.
Okay, so when the leader spitted, I was 13 seconds behind him and now I'm 15.
Well, you're 17 seconds behind Max, it said on my graphic, so... oh, here we go, in the pick comes Ian. He's trying to undercut on Max here. That could be pivotal in this race. His tyres are done. And he is out into the pit lane for now, but we'll see how he does, as Max might now use some ERS, and he has used a lot of ERS already to try and get the overcut. He's probably going to pit this lap, I'd say. But Ty's now battling with Fabian. Those two are about 1.5 seconds a lap faster than Max at the front of the field on those fresh tyres. So if they battle though, Max could see a little bit of an advantage from that, but it don't make much of a difference because it's inevitable those guys will pass him as he doesn't pit, which he will this lap, I'm sure, because he's using all of his ERS now.
In the pit.
Fabian again running wide. Why is no one listening to my commentary? I literally just said Ian was in the pit lane. I watched his pit stop.
I am listening.
Oh, and now down the back straight, Tyson, a massive slipstream with the ERS round the outside of Fabian, an easy move down the straight with the DRS. But they have now got even ERS, 54% for Fabian, 54% for Tyson. He's dead even between the top two in the race. As they both close in on Max now. Will Tyson use ERS on the exit? Yes, he does. And that means that Fabian will in response. So both of the leaders.
I got a green sector. Let's go.
In an ERS thing as now. Dan gets a green first sector by 600ths of a second. So interesting for him there. What Max manages is so much slower than the leaders now, as Fabian really dropping off a cliff now, trying to keep up with Tyson, who has really good pace on his medium tyres, but I think he's being helped by the slipstream of Max to just stay ahead of him here. But by the time he pits, that advantage will go away as Sander gets a penalty now for 3 seconds, of 3 seconds for multiple warnings. As now Max comes into the pit lane, does he? Yes, he does, yes. Max into the pit lane, used all of his ERS. This is critical in this race now. Ian coming up on some traffic now, with Dan in front of him. Will that affect him? I don't think it will, because by the time Max comes out the pit lane, I think he won't make a difference. So Max comes to the pit lane. Tyson gets the fastest lap of the race as he crosses the line. He uses way more ERS than Fabian has, so if Fabian can stay within DRS, he should have a massive ERS advantage at some point during this race. But track position may be important with the red flag window being open, so we'll see how that goes. As we watch now, Max coming out the pit lane. Daan comes into the pit lane as well as Ian takes his position.
There was just a guy at Mercedes T-posing.
Ian has undercutted Max, I believe, out of the pit lane. Yes, he has. So Ian takes the position away from Max. We're going to go on board with him now, if we can, as he comes out the pit lane.
Let's go.
9/10 of a second ahead of Max, so it was very close between the two of them. Ian into a net P3 in this Grand Prix. As down the back straight, Fabian has a massive slipstream on the back of Tyce, going into the chicane. Side by side into the corner, down the inside he goes, using only a little bit of his ERS to go down the inside, and Fabian retakes the lead now on lap 17 of 27. This is a sensational race between these two, and in the battle for third place, so this is a very interesting Grand Prix so far. Tyce now goes back down the inside, down the back straight into scene. Tyce has a chance to go around the outside. He retakes the lead temporarily, but will he make the move? Yes, he does, around the outside. That's a fantastic move from Tyce to retake the lead. On board Fabian now. Will he make a move into this corner at 10-11? No, he doesn't, but he's going to stay right behind Tyce, trying to see if he can make or force him into an error. As now Max all over the back of Ian now. This is very close. And Max half spins out the corner, and that's going to cost him time. He's now 1.5 seconds behind Ian now. So he was 2/10 behind, and now he's nowhere near him. So this is massive for Max in this race. just keeps making mistakes in this Grand Prix, and that's just really costing him so much time.
Max, imagine being beaten by Ian. I know I am as well right now, but like, seriously,
by
Max.
18 seconds, he decides to throw shade at Max when that makes absolutely no sense as Fabian goes up towards Thijs into turn 1. Fabian goes in a little bit deep into turn 1, but he can carry more throttle down the corner. So Fabian's been ridiculously fast in the first sector, which is massive for him because he can just gain time. But it's pretty even on ERS. Fabian has a slight advantage though over Thijs in this race at the moment, which is the first time I've said that in a while. ERS has been very important for the leaders in this race because the pace is pretty much dead even, so it's all about how much ERS they have down these straights, and it's all going to be how much they have on the final lap and how much they are willing to throw at each other at the end of this race. So Fabian just staying within touching distance of Thijs, who is just fighting his time here in front. He has so much straight line speed though, Thijs, naturally in that Ferrari, so he always has a straight line speed advantage over the rest of the field. I've noticed in his career, that really does give him wins, because he just manages to have a setup good enough on the exit corners as Fabian uses some ERS to gain time on the exit of the chicane down into C corner, because the slipstream is very powerful. You just get a little bit of a boost, you can gain time. As Max gained about 4 tenths and then lost all of it again going down there. As Sander once again gaining a lot of time on the car ahead of him, which is on really old tyres by the way. 10 lap old tyres for Oliver in front of him and 9 lap old tyres for Sander, so they might struggle to get to the end of the race today, as I mean a 10.5 down to be fair on this last lap for Sander, on a good lap for him as the fuel winds down towards the end of this race. So Daan keeping a constant gap to the cars in front as Fabian is still once again right over the back of Thijs. So this is the most interesting battle on the track right now, as Fabian almost hits the back of Thijs trying to push him around the corner. Made a bit of a mistake there, but with the DRS it will be nullified a little bit down the straight. He does get a big slipstream. Let's see, look at the ERS figures as now Thijs just starting to gain a bit of an advantage now over Fabian, who just isn't quite fast enough to make moves in the DRS on these straights. He needs to get closer in the first sector if he wants to make a move on this lap. So we'll see how that goes. Max once again gaining time a little bit on Ian, but Ian just seems to have the pace to gain enough time to make a move. It's Sander, a second a lap faster it seems in the car ahead. We'll see him in a second probably make a move on the Aston Martin. We had a nice battle between those guys earlier with Aiden as well, who's now out of the race on the third lap. As down the back straight, watching now as Fabian gets a big toe down the straight. Will he make a move here? Yes, he does. What? Why has he done that? Fabian goes down the... What is my fucking clips doing? Fabian makes the move on Thijs. What the hell? Anyway. Fabian gets past, but now Thijs once again, he's been more aggressive. He's weaving in the straight and a spin for Daan at turn 2. We're looking at the lead battle as Thijs goes down the inside of Fabian now. Into C corner, he's still there on the outside though. He's going to hang firm on the outside if you try and get a switchback, or if he cuts back in, but no, he's going to try and hang around the outside if Thijs does the move that Fabian did on him earlier in the race. He stays on the outside though, and Fabian's still on the inside. This is a sensational battle and stuff on lap 19. Down the inside he goes. A fantastic move here from Fabian as he goes back down the inside of Thijs. Side by side still for the lead as he heads through the final sector. Down the inside in the Motorsport corner, Fabian will make the move once again. The battle for the lead intensifying with just under 10 laps to go, like 9 laps to go, coming up on 8 now as they come towards line. Fabian has retaken the lead with an ERS advantage slightly over Thijs now down the straight. Thijs though with a massive straight line speed down the straight with the DRS. I don't think he actually got it though, just slipstream alone. Out the final corner, Thijs retakes the lead, down the inside he goes. And he makes the move stick at turn 1. Will Fabian get a switchback though? Out the exit of the corner, yes he does. Oh, not quite though, he just had a better exit, but just got kind of blocked from the exit of the corner as Max has now got really close to touching distance as we look at the battle from now. 7th place between Oliver and Sander as another yellow flag as Daan spins once again at turn 11, and that's just not the best race for him today. As
it's
now
my
Fabian,
setup, it's gotta be like these mediums felt good at the early stints, but now the fronts are dead as well already.
Daan's really not happy with his tyres at the moment in this race as Fabian now once again gaining a lot of time in the straight on tyres. He's just somehow managed to save ERS in the middle of this battle, which is incredible. As Sander's all over the back of Oliver now. He makes a big mistake down there, and down the inside he's going to try and go rumble with Fabian now. Will he make a move down here into turn 11 after seeing? I don't think he will. He should refrain from that. And he doesn't, but we're looking at this battle for 7th place between Sander and Oliver, which has gotten very interesting in the last couple of laps. And Sander cuts a lot of the curve, trying to make a move. For some reason going defensive on the inside to try and cut the toe off as the ERS figures are almost identical between the Aston Martin and the Mercedes drivers as they head down here. As Fabian is within 2 tenths once again in the final sector on Thijs. He's so much faster on the cornering, but just in the straights Thijs has the advantage, so it's really close between these two. Fabian might make a bit of a collision between the two of them like he did at Austria with how close he's been running to the back of him. Is now Sander right into the back of him, And braking, just like he did earlier in the race, it's just like braking seems to be a problem between these two in this race. As he runs very wide, and that's going to give Sander an opportunity down the inside. Into turn 1, Fabian couldn't make a move on Thijs. Thijs staying in the lead then. As you there's so many battles on track now as they all start to close up together. We've got Max now within DRS range of Ian. We got Fabian only 3/10 behind the leaders, and he's going to call upon these guys. Down the inside, he goes defensive, and there's contact almost in the braking zone between Sander and Oliver as he goes down the inside to defend his position. That was very interesting as Max is within 4/10. Who do I look at? There's so many battles on track at the moment. As look, battle for the race lead down between Fabian and Thijs.
Maybe I should just slow down and battle Dylan.
Fabian is on the. He could give me too much to comment. It's down the inside, goes Fabian for the race lead. Down the inside at the chicane now. He makes the move stick. It's a decisive move for the race lead, but Will Thijs once again with the ERS advantage, about 10% make the move on the inside. There's almost contact as he goes onto the curb on the inside. And he does retake the position, but Fabian has the inside line for seeing corner. Will he make anything happen on the inside? He's going to stay hanging firm on the inside. He has to back out just a little bit there. Oh, we would have spun out with the understeer. And there's almost contact on there.
I slid off the track!
Max
Jesus Christ!
Fabian takes the position once again into the lead of the race. What a race this is turning into in the final laps. As Max using any ERS he has, he's got 3% versus Ian's 40. As he heads down the straight, he doesn't have the straight line speed. And another yellow flag as there's contact on the main straight. A puncture now. Damage there for Oliver as he made contact with the wall. I believe in the battle with Sander there as Daan spins once again now at turn 5. What is happening here today? This is absolutely incredible racing. I think that was turn 7, sorry. Down there at the exit of that corner. But what a race. As a puncture for Oliver has given him damage in this race. Oh, I don't know what he's pulling over to the side of the track. Is he going to hit the wall? What's he doing? He's reversing. Oliver has retired from the race, so he's out of the race now. The battle for third.
Will that be a safety car?
Got the lead now ahead of Thijs. I'm not sure. Did he ever take him? I wasn't paying attention to the lead battle. I'm not sure who was ahead before, but Thijs it is though, right behind Fabian. Who again, both of them have such similar ERS.
Will it be a safety car?
No safety car. Max spins out. Max spun out in his battle with Ian, and I think he was trying to make a move and spun out. I'm not sure what happened there. But
God damn it! Why not a safety car?
And now Thijs goes around the outside. No, you retire without crashing. You just press the retirement button. As Max gets a penalty, he's gonna take out a massive crash from Max there. As he goes crashes intentionally into the wall.
That better be a safety car. That better be a safety car. Come on.
And it is a safety car.
I just went past the pit. Virtual, only virtual.
Virtual safety car. Could not see that because I cannot see if it's a full safety car.
I just went past the pit lane.
Track is all I can see. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's virtual. It's virtual. It says on our screens. It's virtual.
So Max
this is not good.
A really frustrating race for Max there. As he
this is not good.
Max joins the party now. And Max is out of the race because he decided to kill himself.
Why is it not a full safety car?
But virtual safety car is out. Did you make it increase safety cars then?
Yes.
And a penalty under the safety car that should be taken as Sander pits for soft tyres. I think that is a strange decision to make. I think he just wants to get a fastest lap maybe. He has got some decent pace in the car. DRS now enabled. Once again as the race comes back under green. It's out the pit lane. It might come in front of the leaders now. It does Sanders. He does, but not by much. Oh, that might affect Fabian though. He has to get out of the way a little bit.
Joined by Max in the commentator box.
Yeah, so Max joined the commentator box. As you just retired from the race, Max, how does it feel being beaten by Ian?
Not really bothered. Good for him.
That is very sportsmanlike way of thinking about it. So as we head down here through the first sector.
I can't get in front of Thijs and Fabian.
A bit too hard.
Yeah, was that turn 1 then, where you spun out?
I don't know who's in the live chat. I can't see the live chat.
Thijs, can I even get past you guys?
No, it's not allowed.
I'm not gonna hit the apex because his car is there, so. I just turned in a bit too hard, hit his car and just spun out.
Because that's against the rules. Like if he's laps, he's not allowed to.
It's a very good analogy there from you there. Thank you, Max. It's good to see you in the commentary box for this race.
Yeah, Sander got laps.
Because I needed to
4.5 now as the leaders come to
yeah, that's why.
Battling the
entire race.
Fabian and Thijs have had an absolutely fantastic battle for the lead now as
and
Ian
my tires
has
were
now got no
80%.
competition. The battles have all died down a bit here. And look at Sander just watching the lead battle on those pressure tyres. He hasn't got any space to get the fastest lap because the leaders are right in front of him battling. As Fabian and Thijs are now really close together as Thijs. Did you make a move there on Fabian? I'm not sure. I think Fabian was behind before, but Fabian is right all over the back of Thijs going through the final corner. He's going to have a nice exit. He uses all the curves.
I am, but I can't.
With full traction control on that car, won't be able to get a good exit. not using ERS, he doesn't need to. He needs to just save. Tice has an advantage with ERS, so he might as well save going to his last couple of laps. So,
didn't hear that.
Yeah, of course. It's fun to say.
Jesus Christ, I broke way too late, but it actually worked.
He's just within 3/10. He's just been staying within 3/10 of Tice. They both have similar pace. In the corners, Fabian has an advantage, but Tice is better in the straights. So that is the big difference here, and that could actually give Tice the race win because he is just so much faster in the straights and has more ERS. So that's just a good strategy for him. But the pace of these two have been so much slower these last couple laps because they're just holding each other up. But as you can see, Sander's just watching this, getting a slipstream down the straight. He's 3/10 up on his best first sector on this lap, so he might get a personal best lap here, maybe even the fastest lap, which is, I believe, a 1 minute 30s. Just find out now. I can't really.
Like a 1 minute 33.
Yeah, 1 minute 33.1. Literally, almost a full second faster than anyone else is Tice over Fabian, and that's 1.5 seconds faster than Maxi Percent. Back in the interval.
I got a 1:34.6.
Hey,
What are you on about?
I don't know.
Come on!
38. And Daan spins for the 5th time today at 12.2, and that's unfortunate for him. This race has just really come undone ever since his medium tyres started to drop off. It's been once again really close to the back of Tice, who has 90% versus the 60% of Fabian, so very close to these two. We'll see
like, there's lots of camber.
There for Fabian. That was strange. Was that contact? Did Sander hit the back of Fabian there?
No, I didn't.
Strange. I'm not sure what happened. I think he just oversteered in the corner. I wasn't sure. Sander was very close to the back of him though.
We're with Fabian.
As Tice is just faster in the straight. As,
Ian, you're 20 seconds behind.
What if they crash out and you win? It's not impossible. Where do things have happened in this series?
Sander, you know what to do. Nah, joking.
And you know what happened last season between me and Brett because you said to hold them up and I fucking crashed into them.
They are two big buildings.
So
no, don't do it, Sander. No, don't do it.
They look like two big juicy buildings.
Fabian using ERS, he needs to try anything he can to get ahead of Tice at the end of this race. He just needs to try something.
I would say I will go and
hurt
Fabian with my plane. I will go and hurt the tower with my plane.
Don't, Sander.
Tower hug.
No, Sander, don't. That's not allowed. If he spins, then you'll get a massive penalty.
Tower hug.
I'm telling him not to do something.
Yeah, because Dan was telling him to crash or to dive bomb even.
No, that was a joke.
I know it was a joke, but I pointed it out.
Oh, me playing big building.
Stop hitting that curve on the final corner.
Yeah, the curve on the last corner is fucking massive, and
that's what she said.
It won't let you spin, but it will just compromise your exit. He has full traction control as well, so if he tries to get on that curve too much, the car will just have to back out by itself. So it will cost him time, and that is costing Fabian time when the exit the corner.
Like just slow over that curve.
Yeah, only a little bit though. Yeah, no, the traction control really works at this track.
I am so fast.
I
need to stay behind.
He is very close. He might be. Fuck! I can't even talk, man.
That's fair enough. He's down the back straight. Fabian has a slipstream. He's going to have a massive slipstream with 2 laps to go in the race. Down the inside he goes, down the back straight. Tice remains the race leader as he goes through. He gets the move to stick.
Over the curb, Fabian.
Over the curb goes Fabian. Goes to the inside. Tice has got 100% ERS versus 100%
ERS.
Tice has just got an absolutely monstrous advantage of ERS down this straight into scene corner as he goes through into turn 11 now and the final sector. He's almost hitting the back of Fabian. He's just trying to shove him to the corner. This is the final lap of the race we're coming on to, and Tice has an ERS advantage, and I'd say the track position advantage. You want the slipstream on the final lap, so staying behind him is a good idea. But if he makes a mistake, though, it will give Fabian the race win. So this is really costly if he doesn't make a move. But he's going to use his ERS. He has a massive advantage. Fabian has to use anything he has.
I'm dying.
This is the final lap of the race. It's a battle for the win between Tice and Fabian. They come out the final corner.
Extremely defensive, and will Tice go for the overtake?
Yes, that is true. I think Tice has a good opportunity to make a move there with this ERS. It is so close. Gaining time in the straight. It's tied with the DRS alone, but he doesn't need to use the DRS just yet. He's going to use all of it, I assume, down the back straight and out of here as well. Out of turn 2 he goes. Into the very tricky section of the lads. Tights did do a good corner through there as he comes through. He's going to keep the tights to the inside. Much tighter than Fabian did, I think. But they're pretty even through here. Tights using more of the curve on the inside, though. That might give him some more time.
Wait, why am I fourth
Only
again?
Only at 10.5 down
oh
in
yeah,
first sector.
Okay.
Fabian is really pushing.
For
Of all the times to use ERS, now is the best chance for Fabian, but it's also the best chance for Tice. As he goes down the back straight, the DRS will be really powerful down here. Who's it going to be for the race win here at front? That poor Ricard now is going to have a move. Will he go to the inside, the outside? Fabian goes late defensive. Or he goes to the inside, he's going to try and push him out wide. Tice has a massive advantage, so he's going to push him around the corner. Has Fabian got anything to give on down the back straight, going into seed? What's Fabian going to manage down here? He's got no ERS versus Tice is 45%. On the outside, he's going to try and go. Will Fabian stay on the inside? He's going to have to come down to a last lap overtake in the final sector, which is very difficult to overtake. But if he sets up a move into the final hairpin, maybe it's not over yet for Fabian. He just needs to make sure he can stay close enough to Tice. Will he throw his car down the inside somewhere interesting? He's going to break really late here, trying to make any time he can on the back of Tice now for his first win of the season and first win since his first win of his career in season 1. I made that very confusing.
His first win since his first win.
Fabian going into the final corner, he's going to set up a move down the inside of the final corner, make contact, and he collision round almost. And Tice goes off the track and he has the DRS to Fabian. Down the straight, it's going to be down to the wire. Down the back straight, across the line. Who's it going to be? It's Tice who wins the race by 700 of a second over Fabian across the line. What a finish down here at Fabian. What a finish. Tice just had the advantage of ERS down the straight and that was enough to give him the race win. A very smart race from Tice. He wins his 4th race in succession.
You're winning Spa.
In the season.
Come on, man. I believe in you, Fabian.
You can win. A really close race between these two.
Proud.
That was the closest finish in the series history, I believe.
No, it's not.
For a win, I mean.
Yeah, okay, for a win, yes.
Ian comes across the line with a tremendous 3rd place. A very well-earned podium from him, a very good drive. He's been very fast.
Yeah, good game, Ian. Good game. You finally beat me in a race. Let's go.
Dan has been beaten by 48 seconds by Ian.
Yeah, this was definitely a good track for Ian.
Yeah, Ian, one of his best tracks here. This will, in the future will be a good race for him. The track really does suit him. Even when complaining about the tyres, he just still had the pace to stay with these guys. As Dan is going to come up on the line, will he crash across the line, make something interesting happen in the end of this race? As Dylan in 5th place will be good points for him. Sander
good points for Aston Martin in general. Both of the drivers got points, I think.
£1 car over the line because it's funny.
Yeah. Will Dan absolutely destroy his team's cost cap breaches? He goes across the line with a massive crash. And moving across the line, it's a very good 5th place. I think that's a career best performance from Dylan here in the Aston Martin.
I think it is, yeah.